Chris, we spent a lot of time on the programme talking about Libya, but what's happening in Bahrain is more violent and of much more strategic interest to the United States.
Because of oil.
Because of oil and because the Fifth Fleet is stationed there. What happens in Bahrain is really critical to America, but it's in Washington's interest and the White House's interest that we don't report this story very much. They would like that one to go away because there's no real upside for them in supporting the rebellion by the Shiites.
How does not reporting it help?
Because they just don't want too much attention focused on what's happening there, because they don't want to be having to be pushed into a position of helping the Shiite rebels there.
Before we do any more analysis, I'm just going to make one point which might seem incredibly basic, of course, to our analysts, but which is that in America, the Reds are the Republicans and the Blues are the Democrats. And I don't want any of our viewers in England, where it is the opposite colour scheme, to get confused. We are divided by a uncommon colour scheme
not
in American
colourblind. This
and
is the way it should
politics.
be. Exactly.
So we are not colourblind. The reds on your screen there, and when you're looking at those numbers, and we will, of course, keep you up with that tally in the bottom left of your screen, looking at the Senate and the House numbers, the reds are the Republican numbers. I know that sounds rather basic after the incredibly analytical conversation we've been having, but I thought it was worth clarifying that.
Because
it's very
confusing,
important.
yes.
I want to bring in Ted Koppel here. Ted, we were all listening to the speech given by Rand Paul, his victory speech, and he did, as Katty mentioned, raise some really big issues here. The relationship between the citizen and government, between the state and the individual, but also fiscal conservatism. And let's not forget that fiscal conservatism was the original rallying cry of the Tea Party movement.
It is the rallying cry of the Tea Party movement, and remember, he is a libertarian.
And let's go to Laura Trevelyan, who's in Manhattan for us. Laura, what's going on there?
Well, what's happened is that despite this wave of anti-incumbency, the man who really is virtually an incumbent, Andrew Cuomo, the Democrat, he has become the governor of New York. Well, will Republicans make gains in Staten Island, in Long Island, upstate? That's what we're watching to find out now, Matt.
OK, Laura, I know that we've talked about this already, and I don't want to bang on about it too much, but tell me something. Is this how Americans see themselves, as a country where there are political dynasties, the Bushes, the Clintons, the Cuomos, the Pauls, the Reeds across the country? I mean, the whole point of this country is that in 300 million people, everything is up for grabs. Anyone can run for office and
didn't
win
they fight
office.
a war against the British monarchy?
I thought they
once upon a
threw
time?
us out for this kind of thing.
This is a BBC election special. A majority of the polls are now closed across America, and just joining that list are 5 more states, including Arizona and Nevada, where the stakes couldn't be higher.
And for more on that key Senate race in Nevada, we can go now to the BBC's Rajesh Mirchandani, who is in Las Vegas tonight. And perhaps no race matters more to the Democratic Party tonight and to the future of the party and the relationship with the Republicans, the future of the Tea Party. All of the big themes of this election are being played out in Nevada.
We don't know much more about Boehner's ability to compromise than we know about Obama's.
But you know what's good about the two of them? And this may be the future of compromise that could change the course of this country. They're both smokers. So, you know, a couple of cigarettes behind the bike sheds of the White House could make a big difference.
All the obscure details in American politics, Matt, I'm so glad you came up with that one.
It's memorable, Katty. It's memorable. You heard it here first.
OK, I just want to remind our viewers about the tally that we have on the bottom left of the screen. We're going to be running that, of course, all during the course of the evening. The numbers that you need to watch out for: 218 when it comes to the House. That would give one party or the other the majority in the House. 50 when it comes to the Senate. That would give one party or other the majority in the Senate. And a quick reminder, because I was told about this earlier on in the evening, of course, is to remind viewers around the world, red is Republican and blue is Democrat.
But that does not extend to our dress code tonight.
No.
Good. Excellent.
One of my very favourite ads was an ad where a Democrat turned to a Republican in their ads and called him liar, liar, pants on fire. Now, I thought my children were puerile, but when we get to the advertising where somebody's being called liar, liar, pants on fire, I think that's pretty good.
Let's bring in our new guest here, Andrew Sullivan.
Also The Atlantic. We have The Atlantic crew
the Daily
coming in
Dish, the
tonight.
Sunday Times. Need we go on?
Anything you're not from?
Yeah, obviously not from home tonight. I'm supposed to be live blogging in my pyjamas.
But of course.